Changing lives, making disciples. What higher calling is there? That's why we participate in the several worship services, Sunday school classes, and many other activities. I have seen disciples grow in faith and action in the many building team trips over 7 locales and disaster recovery trips to 3 states.
Our dedicated, inspired, precious clergy bring so much through the messages they bring and the lives they lead. The musicians in both of those teams always lift us to places that we couldn't go ourselves.
This church for me is my spiritual family. I found it's a loving, caring, and praying church. It's a church that's well wrapped in prayer, not only for missions, but also for individuals in this church. And that's been very impressive to me, and it certainly has made a difference in my life. Yeah, I've seen this church grow. And as this church grows, it means change. Now for us older folks, that's not always easy, but then when you look back on it, you say, it's exactly what we needed.
Not only was my life impacted by this church, but as I looked around in the years to come, other people's lives have been impacted as mine has. And it was in watching some of those people thinking, I want some more of what they have. I wanted that something that made them sort of have that inner glow. And I found that through disciple classes. I signed up for Disciple 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then just continued with classes for the School of Christian Living. You just can't beat First United Methodist Church family.
Oh yes, I wanted to feel welcome, to feel at home, to be here, to experience what I have experienced. Yeah, I was so impressed when I got the letter, personal letter. Not only that, you announced it here at the service on the radio. No secret.
We have a lot of local missions, especially that are very dear to our hearts. And Joseph's Outreach Center and Feed the Hungry, Feed the Kids, Homes for Youth and things like that are very important missions. While we have many, the local ones are very special. Women's retreats, especially meaningful. We all get together and we just have a wonderful relationship with each other and with the Lord.
And a special group of people, because that's what the church is. It's the body of Christ, and it's all those people.
Yeah, we've made many friends at the church that we just absolutely adore and love.
Changing lives and making disciples kind of grew out of our last one, to know Christ, to grow in your spiritual life and to serve others. And I think that's what our church is all about, and I think we do a good job of that.
You know, I've been heavily involved with missions, primarily the VIM program, the Volunteers in Mission. That's through the conference, and it was spent a lot of time in Puerto Rico helping churches down there, building churches.
That time, the Ignite service there were maybe 30 people who attended, and the band had a very few members, but we were really drawn to it, and it just felt comfortable, what we wanted, so we decided to make it our home. I feel like changing lives and making disciples is what this church is all about. We don't just try to bring people into our church. We try to go to where they are.
The church is very active in the Emmaus community. That really has changed our life and the lives of many others. And that through that process, we have become better disciples, and that we have seen many other people become better disciples.
Well, there was a Bible study. The 2 ministers who had charge of it asked me if I would get an intercessory prayer group started. There wasn't anything like that at all. I think I was 86 when I gave it up. I was 86 or 88, one or the other.
How old were you in 1997, Elizabeth? If it's, can I ask such a question? That's not very proper, is it?
No.